Pippins have had a base runner in every inning so far tonight. But Jack Vandermortel with the 0-2 count, and off speed, up high, 4-1. And the 1-2 in there for strike 3. Fastball at 87, and while Jack Vandermortel makes his way back to the dugout, he eyes down Peyton Robertson on the mound dramatically. And number 8 gets back to the dugout just about now. First strikeout of the night, by the way, for Peyton Robertson. And he delivers ball 1 to Pierce Levengood. Levengood flew out to right field to lead off the second inning. And now pops one beyond the press box. Foul ball, strike 1. Breeze picking up from center field, directly back towards home plate. And the sun, high to our right in the sky, starting to set a little bit more. Clouds covering it. Pierce swings and misses at the 1-1 for strike 2. That one clocking in at 95 from Peyton Robertson. So the 1-2. Down and inside for ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Pierce stands at 6'3", 195 pounds. Bats left, the 2-2. Down in the dirt for ball 3. Full count coming up. Nobody on, 1 out here. Bottom of the 4th inning. Pierce swings and misses. Nope, foul tip. As the ball came from between the wickets of Michael Carpentier Jr., catcher for Yakima. So Pierce Levengood staying alive here in the bottom of the 4th inning. And 1 out. Pierce calls time. And now resets in the left-handed batter's box. The 3-2. Swung on, fouled direct back above Michael Carpentier's helmet. And remains a full count. We're in the bottom of the 4th. Bell's trying to erase the 2-run deficit that Yakima put up in the top of the 2nd inning. Here in the series finale between these two clubs in the middle of the week here. On the 3-2, inside at the elbow, so Pierce Levengood walked over to first with 1 gone here in the bottom of the 4th. Kyle Green now, the 6'2", 210-pound junior at Bellevue Community College. Up to bat, he grounded out back in the 2nd. And he's got 1 runner on. That's Pierce Levengood here in the bottom of the 4th. Peyton Robertson still on the mound. Delivers ball 1 to Green. Now glances at his catcher. Nods a couple of times and delivers the 1-0. Popped foul down the right field side. On deck for the Bells, Ty Saunders. Getting warm in front of the Bells dugout. Time called now from Peyton Robertson on the rubber, who's got white cleats on. With a teal Nike stripe on the outside. Now the 1-1 to Green. Swing and a miss. Sweeping swing at the pitch that was down and away. At 73 miles an hour, and the right-hander got the right-handed Kyle Green. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Warm-up swing. And Green in an athletic stance. The 1-2. high and away, ball 2. And a pump fake check over to first from Michael Carpentier Jr. So the 2-2 to Kyle Green. Where's number 11? And now he floats one into shallow right. Running back is the second baseman, and making the grab, Spencer Marenko for out number 2 at second base. Ty Saunders struck out looking in his only at-bat of the night tonight, back in the bottom of the second inning to retire the side. Now Saunders, the switch hitter, batting left now. Launches the first pitch down and away for ball 1. Clocking in at 79 miles an hour. Had a base hit and a walk last night in the Bells' 6-2 defeat at home against the Pippins. Saunders swings and misses at the 1-0, and an immediate check over to first, where Levengood having to dive back and tag up. He's safe over there. 1 ball, 1 strike, the count to Ty Saunders. Pitch driven to right field. That one's going to drop and get past Noah Williamson all the way to the wall. He's got to play it off the wall. Going to third, getting the call from home, Giesland. Now he's telling Levengood to put on the brakes and dive back to third, and he does so safely. So a double from Ty Saunders here in the bottom of the 4th puts 2 runners in scoring position with 2 outs, and the Bells down by 2. Riley Parker from Snohomish, Washington, went to Glacier Peak High School. The right-hander stands in. He's got runners at second and third. Now the long delivery from Peyton Robertson in there for strike 1. Sorry. Bells with runners at second and third. Pierce Levengood down to our left at third, and Ty Saunders straight away at second with a big leadoff. And now a crack up the center field. Play being made by shortstop Chaz Myers over to first for out number 3. And that will retire the side. Yakima Valley, the Pippins escape danger in the bottom of the 3rd. And to the top of the 5th we go. Bells still down by 2 and strand 2 runners after that opportunity in the bottom of the 4th inning. Don't go anywhere. We will come back with the top of the 5th. A 2-run game. Pippins leading the Bells when we come back.
So, you work with a lender to get a mortgage. You get into your new home and you receive notice that your mortgage company has broken up with you and you'll be sending your payments somewhere else. You deserve a partner who will be there with you every step of the way. At WeQ, we service 100% of our loans. Plus, we're not for profit, so you can rest assured knowing that we'll always have your best interest at heart. For a limited time, get your mortgage through WeQ and receive $500 off closing costs. WeQ is an equal opportunity lender.
friends, invite your family, invite your coworkers, and come enjoy a Bells baseball game at Joe Martin Field. Group packages include tickets to a Bells game, exclusive seating spaces, food before first pitch, and a PA welcome to the ballpark. To book your group outing, visit BellinghamBells.com or call 360-527-1035. Come try your luck at Slow Pitch Casino. Pit games include blackjack and pie gow. Live poker action including Omaha and low to no limit hold'em games. Slow Pitch has it all with 20 HD TVs, a huge pull-tab bar, and happy hour 4 to 6 p.m. daily with food and drink specials only at Slow Pitch Casino, located right off I-5 at Meridian and Baker Street. Have fun and go Bells! Top of the fifth inning and a pitching change to alert you about. Will Armbruster on the mound for the Bellingham Bells. After Trevin Hope goes 87 pitches, 4 innings with 5 strikeouts. And now a liner to right field off of the bat of Willie Lajoie, and that'll be enough for a base hit. Now Zach Berryman in right field gets over and cuts the runner off at first. Leadoff base hit here, top of the fifth inning. Yakima Valley's Willie Lajoie, the first baseman, lining one into right field. Will Armbruster, the new pitcher on the mound, and delivers ball one to Noah Williamson. 88-mile-an-hour fastball just outside. And Williamson, right-handed batter, holds the bat parallel to the turf and now swings and misses at the 78-mile-an-hour changeup. Good stuff from Will Armbruster, who stands at 6'6", 225 pounds, and checks over to first. Willie Lajoie getting back. The 1-1. Down and away for ball two. Will Armbruster, a sophomore at University of New Mexico, plays for the Lobos in the Mountain West Conference and delivers ball three to Noah Williamson. The 3-1 cracked into right field, dropping quickly in front of Zach Berryman, and it'll be enough for a base hit as Lajoie takes second. And Noah Williamson over at first. Well, a couple of base hits to get Will Armbruster's night started. And he made an appearance, his first appearance of the 2021 season, against Port Angeles on Sunday, back in the third game of 3 on the Bells opening day weekend, opening series weekend. Armbruster went 2 1/3 innings, gave up 6 hits, 3 runs, all of them earned, and threw 3 strikeouts. Now he's tossing the ball up and down on his right hand while he awaits a meeting down the left field baseline with Pippins head coach Chris Crustangel, with his base runners at first and second, and his batter, Michael Carpentier Jr., at the plate. Carpentier Jr., 0 for 2 on the night, grounded out in the second and flew out to center field back in the third. Now check over to second. A little bit off the mark just to keep the runner, Willie Lajoie, at bay. And Armbruster eyes down Lajoie. And now sets for the first delivery to Michael Carpentier Jr. Kicks, fires quickly, bunt, shows, and lands in front of the pitcher's mound. And Will Armbruster goes to third. It gets away. So runner comes in from third, Willie Lajoie, making his way to home, and he will be safe. to score the third run of the night for the Pippins. So a sacrifice bunt shows. And Will Armbruster charged towards the bunt in front of the pitcher's mound and threw it over to third, where it looks like A.J. Davis is right now, not Ty Saunders. So A.J. Davis taking over for Saunders at third base. And the throw was just off, so Willie LeJoie coming home off an errant throw from Armbruster. And by the way, Carpentier Jr. straight away at second off of that wild throw. Now Donald Saltabon Jr. at the dish with nobody out and 2 runners at second and third here in the top of the 5th. Danger for Bellingham. The 1-1. Tipped foul directly back and into the backstop netting. One, 2 from Armbruster outside for ball 2. Against Donald Saltabon Jr., who... Oh, no, he struck him out. I'm sorry. Saltabon Jr. strikes out looking. I was wondering why he was pacing back towards the Yakima dugout. And that's because Will Armbruster, not just his first strikeout of the night. A little bit of a delayed call from the home plate umpire. So after giving up 3 consecutive hits, Will Armbruster gets his first strikeout, but still has runners at second and third. And now delivers an 89-mile-an-hour fastball. That misses down and away from Chaz Myers. Myers with a couple of doubles tonight. One off of the error charged to third baseman Ty Saunders at the time. But it appears A.J. Davis is over there now. The 1-0 pitch to Chaz Myers. Slider misses just outside for ball 2. Chaz Myers stands at 5'10", 175 pounds. Taps his chest and now approaches the plate. 2 doubles already, including an RBI double in the second. 2 balls, no strikes. And the curve misses outside. Ball 3, Kyle Green calls time and makes a light jog out to the pitcher's mound to talk with his pitcher, Will Armbruster, the right-hander. And a pitcher-catcher discussion at the moment. Kyle Green with his hands on his hips and talking with the glove covering his mouth. Departs from the mound and makes his way back to home plate. So 3 balls, no strikes, runners at second and third. It is Noah Williamson over there at third, and Michael Carpentier Jr., who got a double off of a bunt just 1 batter ago. 2, excuse me, a strikeout in between, and now Will Armbruster delivers the 3-0, misses away. So Will Armbruster loads the bases here after walking Chaz Myers on a 4-0 count. And the Pippins have the bases loaded once again here in the top of the 5th. 1 run already scored. And Kyle Green now setting up down to the right. That's where the pitch comes. Gets away from Green. He goes to the backstop. Runner scores from third off of the passed ball. Kyle Green with a few words with Will Armbruster atop home plate as Armbruster came in to try to aid Green with an out at home if need be. But not the case. Alex Shanks now with a 1-0 count. And Noah Williamson just coming in. The 1-0 just missing. Fastball, 91. Outside and away from the right-handed batting Alex Shanks. The 1-1 down and away at 79 miles an hour. 2 balls, 1 strike. To Alex Shanks. And the offering popped straight up into left center field. Josh Trujillo getting under it and making the grab. Now runner goes from third base all the way home. The throw from Josh Trujillo is off. Now the try at third. Safe. As sliding in over there was, I believe, that's Chaz Myers over there. As Alex Shanks pops one up to center field. And no, I believe they got him out at third. I'm sorry. Because the Bells outfield has departed towards the dugout, as did the Yakima Valley. And so that does it for the top of the 5th. 2-run score. And I'm not sure all what went down there after a couple delayed reactions from the umpire. Warranted a delayed reaction from me. And we will take a break halfway through the 5th. Currently the run with Dinger taking place on the field. Bells trail 4-0 against Yakima. Coming back with the bottom of the inning.
The Slow Pitch Sports Grill and Casino has live casino card games and a poker room that features Texas Hold'em and Omaha games. Located in Bellingham, Washington.
If you qualify. Bells fans 60 years of age and older, you can join the Bellingham Bells Silver Sluggers. With a membership fee of $20, enjoy 1 grandstand ticket to 3 home games during the 2021 season. Membership also includes a special giveaway item and a coupon for a fountain drink at each Silver Sluggers home game. Join the club today at the Bells ticket office and at bellsgear.com. Back with the bottom of the 5th inning for you, and Josh Trujillo smacks one into right field on the 1-0 count, and that'll be enough for a base hit here to lead off the bottom of the 5th inning. So a little bit of clarification for all those listeners sticking around out there. The first 3 runners to get aboard in the top of the 5th, all of them scored. Willie Lajoie, Noah Williamson, and Michael Carpentier Jr. Then Donald Saltabon Jr. struck out looking. And then Chaz Myers. He was walked to first, stole a base to second. And then as Alex Shanks was up to bat, he flew out to center field for out number 2. And Chaz Myers then took off for third, and he was tagged out for the third out of the top half of the inning. And so in total, 3 runners score for Yakima off 3 hits and 1 left on base. Now to the bottom of the 5th, Trujillo leading off with a base hit, and now top of the lineup, Luke Rohleder. 0 for 2 tonight. Adjust his right batting glove. A sign from head coach Adam Gieslin. And now the 1-ball, no-strike pitch to the left-handed batter, Luke Rohleder. Check over to first real quickly. Trujillo dives back, touching up with his right hand on the bag. A lot of cloud coverage against the sun, way off to the right. Here at Joe Martin Field, temperature cooling off a little bit. And the 1-0 to Rohleder. He smacks one into right center field. It's going to drop between right center field and center fielder Chase Graves as the leadoff runner Josh Trujillo makes it to third, and a base hit for Luke Rohleder. And a couple of knocks here to lead off the bottom of the 5th inning. Good stuff from Bellingham as the Bells need 5 to come back against Yakima here tonight. And now a visit from Yakima's pitching coach, Kelly Fitzpatrick, out to the mound. Kelly Fitzpatrick used to be the assistant coach at Skagit Valley before he and Kyle Christangel traveled to Yakima to join the Yakima coaching staff. And that's where they are now. So, Kelly Fitzpatrick making his way back and leaving Peyton Robertson on the mound after a couple of nice base hits. First from Josh Trujillo, then from Luke Rohleder. And Trujillo taking third, Rohleder at first. Runners on the corners. Here, bottom of the 5th inning. Nobody out, Zach Berryman, the next man at the dish. Watches the first one. Runner goes from first. And throw is in time for Michael Carpentier Jr. He's been credited with at least 1 out in each game so far this series. Off a throw from behind the dish. And he can chuck it. So now 1 runner on third and 1 out. Here, bottom of the 5th. A long delivery from Robertson. Now a liner to center field. It's going to drop. In front of Chase Graves, Josh Trujillo comes home. And an RBI single from Zach Berryman, his first of the year. Gets the Bells on the board here, bottom of the 5th. And so it looks like that will be Peyton Robertson's evening on the mound. He exits towards the Yakima dugout, giving up 1 run, and a new pitcher coming in for Yakima. We will tell you all about him when we come back on the Bells Mixler stream. Hey Bells fans, Ryan Carlson here. Gear up with all of the latest and greatest Bellingham Bells merch for the 2021 Bells season. Brand new hats.
When people come before profit, convenience comes without compromise.
That's why BECU has built a top-rated app.
So we can track our spending,
Deposit checks.
Manage debit and credit cards.
And send money. Just like that.
Credit unions are powered by members and the values we share.
And BECU puts that power right in our hands.
So join us.
BECU, more than just money.
And we are back, bottom of the 5th inning, and Berryman getting the bells on the board with an RBI single before Yugo Hamakawa, second baseman, takes home plate. And Zach Berryman over at first. New pitcher, by the way, Trevor Cassell, number 19 for Yakima Valley. Pitched on Tuesday night as well. Delivers strike one to Hamakawa, who then watches ball one sail down and inside. In front of home plate. 1-1 the count. Robertson goes 70 pitches, 4 1/3 innings pitched. 6 hits, 1 earned run. Walked 2, struck out 2. The 1-1 to Hamakawa. High and outside. 4-2. Two balls, 1 strike to Yugo Hamakawa. Sits way back in the stance and now has to move his waist out of the way after a fastball comes a little bit too close. At the belt buckle, 3-1 the count. Trevor Cassell. Delivers strike 4 to Hamakawa, who chucks his bat towards the Bells dugout and takes first base. Bells threatening here with 2 runners on and 1 out. And Jack Van Remortel, next man up. So 3 base hits to lead off the bottom of the 5th inning. And a walk to Yugo Hamakawa. Now Jack takes the first pitch down and away. 4-1. Runners on first and second. Berryman at second. Hamakawa over at first. Luke Rollader tried to steal second base from first and was tagged out from a throw from Michael Carpentier Jr. for the first out of the inning. Jack Van Remortel with a straight up and down stance, the 1-1. And catches the outside edge of the plate for strike 2. One ball, 2 strikes to Van Remortel. Down in the turf. Ball 2. Two balls, 2 strikes in the dirt. Ball 3. To Jack Van Remortel, the right-handed batter, takes a couple steps back. Now approaches the plate again. Jack, the designated hitter tonight, stands at 6'1", 220. The 3-2 pops straight back beyond the press box and towards the concourse. Heads up back there. Full count to Jack Van Remortel with runners on first and second. 1 out here, bottom of the 5th, not the first. Van Remortel resets, taps the top right corner of the dish. Now the 3-2, line to the right field gap. And diving is Spencer Marenko. He gets there and makes the play over to first for out number 2. But Van Remortel advancing runners from first and second to third with 2 outs, and Pierce Levin good to up next. Now the first pitch to Levin, got a curve ball, left way outside, away from the left-handed batter. Levin Good walked back in the fourth, flew out to right field in the second inning. And the 1-0. Grounded towards the center field gap. Running over, Spencer Marenko makes the play to first in time. Willie Lajoie having to make the catch on the turf from Spencer Marenko for out number 3. So the Bells strand a couple here bottom of the fifth. It looked promising, but a pitching change for Yakima. Trevor Cassell was able to get out of the jam. Will Armbruster back on the mound for Bellingham when we come back for the top of the sixth on the Bellingham Bells Mixler stream. Come try your luck at Slow Pitch Casino.
Fresh out of school or looking to change careers? Taylor Driving School offers an affordable road to a high-paying career in truck driving. Weekday and weekend classes are available. And after as little as 4 weeks of instruction, you'll be ready to hit the road. Drivers are in high demand, and with reputable instruction from Taylor Driving School, you'll likely graduate with a job that will have you driving immediately. Financial aid options are available. Find out more online or by calling Taylor Driving School and get started on your new career today.
When people come before profit, convenience comes without compromise.
That's why BECU has built a top-rated app.
So we can track our spending.
Deposit checks.
Manage debit and credit cards.
And send money. Just like that.
Credit unions are powered by members and the values we share.
And BECU puts that power right in our hands.
So join us.
BECU, more than just money.
Spencer Marenko, the man who made a couple of plays in the bottom of the fifth inning. Now stepping up in the ninth batter spot for Yakima. Bells, 7 runners left on base so far. And the first pitch from Will Armbruster, a slider. Down and inside, ball 1. Marenko walked on a full count back in the fourth and struck out in the second inning. Now the long wind-up and delivery from Armbruster. Foul tip for strike 1. Combined base runners left on the bags tonight and last night, total of 20 so far. Total of 13 last night, although by my count I counted 12, so let's call it 19. 1 ball, 1 strike. Down in the dirt. For ball 2 against Spencer Marenko. Leadoff man here, top of the 6th inning. The kick and deal from Armbruster in there for strike 2. Armbruster with a tough first inning, making his debut of the night last inning. Gave up 3 runs. And now delivers ball 3 to Spencer Marenko. Twirls his bat, now readies at the plate. Full count. Swing and a miss. Armbruster gets his second strikeout of the night and first of the top of the 6th. 1 gone here for the Pippins. Leadoff man for the Pippins, Chase Graves, with 1 out here in the top of the 6th. Foul tips one back and into himself. Off of his right heel. So no balls, 1 strike. Graves, a couple of strikeouts in the 3rd and 4th innings. And also walked on a full count in the first. The 0-1, foul tip. Strike 2. The 0-2. Down and away for ball 1. Against the top of the lineup for Yakima, Chase Graves. 6 foot, 155 pounds. Stands in. The 1-2. Cracked to the right field gap. Gets through first baseman Pierce Levengood for a base hit. Connor Cobales, 0 for 3 on the night, steps up with a runner on first now. Will Armbruster on the mound, nodding towards his catcher Kyle Green, delivers a fastball down the middle, strike 1. Jim Clem walking from the Bells dugout to the bullpen down the right field side. And Armbruster delivers the 0-1 to Cobales, away for ball 2. So Armbruster glances at first where Chase Graves is. He tags up. Armbruster now checks over there. Graves back in time. Clem now walking back slowly, casually to the Bells dugout. The 1-1. Runner goes from first. Cracked to shortstop Riley Parker, who elects to make the play to Pierce Levengood at first for out number 2. LeJoie with a double and a single earlier in this ball game. 2 for 3 on the night. Doubled in the third and notched a single in the 5th. Now here in the top of the 6th. Has a runner on second. That's Chase Graves, and he takes strike 1. Slider at 82 from Will Armbruster. Will majoring in mechanical engineering at University of New Mexico. And delivers ball 1, a fastball outside. Misses away from the right-handed batting Willie LeJoie, who came in to score a run back in the 5th when the Pippins got 3. Glance back at second, and again, now the kick and the delivery outside at 79 for ball 2. Two balls, one strike. And a fastball catches the bottom left corner of the zone for strike 2. Solid stuff from Will Armbruster. And now the count 2-2 with 2 outs, top of the 6th. Swung on, grounded foul down the right field side. Pierce Levengood scooping it up and returning it to Armbruster. Fans putting on the jackets and the blankets, getting a little bit cooler here as the night advances here in Bellingham. Two balls, 2 strikes. Armbruster glances his second, kicks, deals, pops straight up to shallow center field. Josh Trujillo charging in, second baseman Hamakawa getting under it and making the grab for out number 3. So top of the 6th, over with. And the Pippins strand 1 at second base. That was Chase Graves. So, Bells up next, down by 4 runs on the Bells Mixler Network. $2 Tuesdays have returned to Bellingham. 12, then you can join the Bellingham Bells reading program presented by Coconut Kenny's. Fill out your book reading scorecard and earn tremendous prizes from the Bells and Coconut Kenny's. Act fast. The reading program ends July 31st, and you can sign up at any Coconut Kenny's location. Have fun and go Bells. So we're in the bottom of the 6th, and leading off for the Bells, Kyle Green takes the first pitch down and away for ball 1. Green does have a home run on the season. Back in the 4th inning on Tuesday, first game against Yakima, in the Bells' 3-1 victory. And takes strike 1. 85 inside from Trevor Cassell on the mound, who winds and fires. Now a grounder towards shortstop. Chaz Myers over there has to grab it across his body and make the play over to first. Doing practically the splits is Willie Lajoie, as he made the play with his left-handed glove. For out number 1 here in the bottom of the 6th. So A.J. Davis now pinch hitting for Ty Saunders. And also replacing him at third base defensively. Takes strike 1, fastball 85. A.J. Davis, senior this fall at Lewis Clark State College. And the 0-2. Lines one into center field. It drops in front of Chase Graves, and a base hit for A.J. Davis with 1 gone here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Shortstop Riley Parker due next. With 1 runner on, now A.J. Davis at first base. Parker, 0 for 2 on the night, flew out to second baseman Spencer Marenko in the 3rd and grounded out to the same Spencer Marenko on the first base in the 4th. First pitch pops straight up. Running to his left, Chase Graves in center field, still making some strides towards the infield, and now in right center, making the grab for out number 2. Bottom of the lineup for the Bells, Josh Trujillo, center fielder, coming up, has had a very productive night. Had a base hit in his first at-bat in the 3rd inning. And he has scored the only run for the Bells tonight, back in the 5th. Got aboard with the base hit and advanced to second on a base hit from Luke Rollader, and was brought home from a 3rd consecutive base hit, courtesy of Zach Berryman. And now he foul tips one back into the netting for strike 1. Josh Trujillo reapproaches the left batter's box, double taps home plate, and carries an all-black wooden bat. And the 0-1 sails inside at 78 for strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes from Peyton Robertson. Runner on first. The 0-2 swung on, grounded foul down the left field side, rolling foul. Josh Trujillo resets, adjusts his batter's gloves, regrips the bat, and on the mound, Trevor Cassell taps the rubber with his right foot. And runner on first, that's A.J. Davis. And the 0-2. Swing and a miss. Trujillo strikes out. That does it. We are through 6 here at Joe Martin Field. Bells trail 5 runs to 1. You are listening to Bells Baseball right here on Mixler. Hey, Bells fans, Ryan Carlson here. Gear up with all of the latest and greatest Bellingham.
When people come before profit, convenience comes without compromise.
That's why BECU has built a top-rated app.
So we can track our spending.
Deposit checks.
Manage debit and credit cards.
And send money. Just like that.
Credit unions are powered by members and the values we share.
And BECU puts that power right in our hands.
So join us.
BECU, more than just money.
Calling all youth baseball fans. Join the Dingers Club today. Memberships include exclusive autograph opportunities, a prize from Port of Subs, a Color Me Dinger magnet, and an autograph booklet that you can fill up with your favorite Bellingham Bells. Learn more at bellsgear.com. Bellingham Bells group ticket options are available now. Invite your friends, invite your family, invite your coworkers, and come enjoy a Bells baseball game at Joe Martin Field. Group packages include tickets to a Bells game, exclusive seating spaces, food before first pitch, and a PA welcome to the ballpark. To book your group outing, visit bellinghambells.com or call 360-527-1035. First pitch at the top of the seventh inning delivered by Bells right-handed pitcher Ryan Beitel, taking the mound in place of Will Armbruster, who goes 2 innings tonight. Gave up 3 runs in the 5th, none in the 6th, and replaced by Beitel here in the top of the 7th. First batter, Noah Williamson at the plate. And he cracks one towards second baseman Hamakawa. He fans his glove at it. Way too high for him to make a play. So a base hit from Williamson to lead off the top of the 7th inning. Michael Carpentier Jr., the catcher now for Yakima, at the plate. One runner on, pops it up. The bunt try, straight up in the air, and caught by Ryan Beitel, who charges in. So 1 gone now, top of the 7th. Donald Saltabon Jr. now at the dish. Takes strike 1 from Ryan Beitel. The 0-1 inside there. Catches the right corner of the plate for strike 2. Ryan Beitel from Surrey, British Columbia, like Bell's teammate Daniel Jernan. And Beitel attending the University of British Columbia. He'll be a sophomore there this fall. Favorite team of Ryan Beitel, the New York Yankees. Favorite player, Derek Jeter, of course. Now the 0-2 down in the dirt. Runner goes from first, and the throw out from Kyle Green, successful to Yugo Hamakawa. Over there at second, they point to each other in a congratulatory fashion after getting the second out here in the top of the 7th. Donald Saltabon Jr. still at the plate now with 2 outs now. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Grounded foul towards the Pippins dugout. Five to 1, Yakima Pippins leading the Bellingham Bells here in the top of the 7th. Ryan Beitel, the new pitcher for Bellingham, and he gives one up to Donald Saltabon Jr., who grounds one to Yugo Hamakawa. Plenty of time to make the play over to Pierce Levengood at first for out number 3. Stretch time here at Joe Martin Field. Take a break, come back. You're listening to Bells Baseball on Mixler. Come try your luck at Slow Pitch Casino. Pit games include blackjack and pie gow. Live poker action including Omaha and low to no limit hold'em games. Slow Pitch has it all with 20 HD TVs, a huge pull-tab bar, and happy hour 4 to 6. Back with you in the bottom of the 7th. Bells still down 5 runs to 1. Ryan Beitel making his first appearance in the last inning, or rather the top half of this inning after the 7th inning stretch. Ryan Beitel's slider, by the way, is averaging 2,600 revolutions per minute. And Red Sox pitcher, just for comparison, Chris Sale, averages 2,450 on his. So Ryan Beitel right now with a higher RPM on his slider than Red Sox pitcher Chris Sale. Interesting stat there. Provided by our on-site statistician, Ben Bagley. No, I did not come up with that. That's not what I'm thinking about during the games. We are blessed to have a great mind up here in the press box, Ben Bagley, delivering stats all night long. That one, an interesting one. Great outing by Ryan Beitel. But now it's the Bells' turn here in the bottom of the 7th. And leadoff man Luke Rohleder, his 4th appearance at the plate tonight, getting a base hit back in the 5th, only to be tagged out as he tried to steal second. And he watches strike 2 sail into the zone from Trevor Cassell. Now he faces an 0-2 count. The 0-2. In there for strike 3. Rohleder strikes out looking. Here in the top of the 7th. His first strikeout of the night. And Zach Berryman, credited with the only RBI of the night back in the 5th inning. As he brought home Josh Trujillo, who led off with a base hit, and working quickly is Cassell, but down in the count. 2 balls, no strikes. To Zach Berryman. Now he cracks one up to second base, and it is a slow roller. Chaz Myers, the shortstop, gets over in time to make the play to Willie Lajoie at first. Two up, two down here, bottom of the seventh. Now Hamakawa takes ball one outside, left-handed batter. Was walked on a 4-1 count in his last visit to the plate. And now grounds one towards first base coach and assistant coach David Higuera. Coach Jim Clem now halfway between the Bells dugout and the bullpen. The 1-1 to Hamakawa. Rips it down the right field side. Drifting foul. It's going to land out of play. Hamakawa stands in. 1 ball, 2 strikes now the count. The quick wind-up and delivery. A little bit of a check swing. Ball gets away from the catcher. They're going to say Hugo's okay. Secondary opinion asked for by the home plate umpire to the first base umpire. Ball called. And Hamakawa now stands in for the 2-2. Swung on, grounded straight back to the left. Into the netting, thank goodness. The entire grandstand is netted, as are the bleachers and the stands down the right and left field sides. The 2-2 again. Crack towards second base. Spencer Marenko is there, and he takes a couple of side steps before throwing. Plenty of time to beat Hamakawa to the bag. We are through 7. To the top of the 8th we go. We'll see who comes onto the mound for the Bells when we come back on the Bellingham Bells Mixler. $2 Tuesdays have...
When people come before profit, convenience comes without compromise.
That's why BECU has built a top-rated app.
So we can track our spending.
Deposit checks.
Manage debit and credit cards.
And send money. Just like that.
Credit unions are powered by members and the values we share.
And BECU puts that power right in our hands.
So join us.
BECU, more than just money.
at each Silver Sluggers home game. Join the club today at the Bells ticket office and at bellsgear.com. Time for the top of the 8th here at the Hagen Diamond at Joe Martin Field. And leading things off for the Pippins is number 45, Chaz Myers. Ryan Beitel remains on the mound. Adjusts his ball cap. Holds the baseball in his right hand. Now eyes down his catcher, Kyle Green. Sets, standing straight up and down. Kicks, fires, down in the dirt. Ball 2. Two balls, no strikes to the leadoff man, Chaz Myers from the University of the Pacific, and ball 1 delivered, ball 3. 3-0 the count to Chaz Myers. The 3-0. High but inside for strike 1. Chaz Myers going into his sophomore year at the University of Pacific this fall. Swings and misses at the fastball upstairs at 89 miles an hour. Full count now, Ryan Beitel battling Chaz Myers. Couple of taps behind home plate. Chaz Myers with his white batting gloves, standing in an athletic stance. The 3-2. Foul, out of play. Myers went to College Park High School, Brentwood, California. The 3-2. Cracked to center field. It gets through. Hamakawa dives towards it. Can't get there. Josh Trujillo now from center field, targeting Hamakawa, and runner stays at first. So Chaz Myers with a leadoff base hit here in the top of the 8th. Next man up, Alex Shanks, the designated hitter tonight. Number 5 for the Yakima Pippins. Had an RBI double back in the second inning and takes the first pitch high and upstairs for ball 1. Ryan Beitel throwing some heat out there, that one at 90 miles an hour. We are in the top of the 8th inning. Yakima with a 5-1 lead against Bellingham. And now another fastball, this time at 88, catches the outside portion of the plate for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 runner on, that's Chaz Myers, nobody out. Top of the 8th. And the curveball falls in at 76 for strike 2. Check over to first. Levengood, his tall 6'3" frame, trying to get the tag out, but sliding back is Chaz Myers. Right-handed batting Alex Shanks, meanwhile, at the plate, and faces the 1-2 count. Ryan Beitel kicks and offers a floater to shallow center. Hamakawa getting back. He read that beautifully and makes the catch for out number 1. Bottom of the lineup for Yakima, Spencer Marenko. Couple of strikeouts tonight and a walk on a full count back in the 4th. 1 runner on. That's Chaz Myers, and Beitel delivers ball 1 down and away at 81 miles an hour. Beitel, a slow glance over to first, and now resets. The pitch, and in there for strike 1. A couple words from the Yakima dugout after that call. On deck circle, top of the lineup, Chase Graves for Yakima. And another check over to first, Chaz Myers back in time. Chase Graves, by the way, chatting with some Bells fans in attendance right at the dugout seats. 1 ball, 1 strike. And a changeup missing at 75 for ball 2. Spencer Marenko now, wearing number 7 in the lime green under these stadium lights illuminating Joe Martin Field. And 2-2 the count now to Marenko after a fastball in there for strike 2. Check over to first again. Keeping Chaz Myers alert and ready. Now back in his leadoff position. The 2-2 now to Spencer Marenko. And the slider inside for ball 3. Marenko having to lean back and get out of the way of that pitch. And the 3-2. Grounded right at the pitcher, Ryan Beitel. Now a chance at first. Hamakawa does not fire. The ground ball ricocheted off of the left foot of Ryan Beitel. And Hamakawa was playing the initial contact closer to second base, and then he had to completely stop his momentum going to his right and go back to his left. And not in time to make that play. Runners on first and second. It's Chaz Myers at second and Spencer Marenko at first. One out here, top of the 8th. Some action in the Bells bullpen. Ryan Beitel on the mound, right-hander from Surrey, British Columbia. The 0-1 in there for strike 2 against Chase Graves. No balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Ryan Beitel gets his first strikeout of the evening against Chase Graves. And 2 gone by here, top of the 8th. Check over to first. Ball gets away from second baseman Hamakawa, but runners stay where they are. After a check from Ryan Beitel, directly behind him to second on Chaz Myers. Warming up in the bullpen is Bell's number 17, Dylan Joyce. Might try to come in here top of the 9th. But 2 gone here, top of the 8th. The kick and delivery from Beitel. In there, strike 1. No balls, 1 strike to Connor Cobalis. 0 for 4 tonight. And the pitch fouled straight towards the Pippins dugout, down to our left. And so, no balls, 2 strikes is the countdown. Ryan Beitel with a look towards Chaz Myers at second. Now kicks and deals. Grounder towards A.J. Davis at third. He's going to go for the tagout, and he gets it with ease. Chris Crustangel thought differently. And head coach at the third base coaching position, Crustangel, wanting to exchange a few words with the umpire after that play. So a grounder right to Bell's third baseman, A.J. Davis, gets the third out. Here in the top of the 8th. To the bottom of the inning we go. Bells still down by 4 runs. We will come back on the Bells Mixler. Are you a Bells fan, age 0 to 12?
The Slow Pitch Sports Grill and Casino has live casino card games in a poker room that features Texas Hold'em and Omaha games. Located in Bellingham, Washington.
And bottom of the 8th inning, Jack Vandermortel leading things off for the Bellingham Bells. While we were away, Weston Genavs on the mound for the Yakima Valley Pippins, the right-handed pitcher from Pomona Pitzer. Pomona Pitzer College, liberal arts school in Claremont, California. And the first pitch way high to Jack Vandermortel for ball 1. Hometown of Weston Genavs, Studio City, California. Down in the greater Los Angeles area. Vandermortel 0 for 3 on the night and takes the 1-0 way outside for ball 2. Pomona Pitzer baseball did not play in the 2021 spring. Neither did Brown University, where Bell's pitcher Charlie Bielenson is currently enrolled. First strike delivered from Weston Genavs against Jack Vandermortel. And the count, 2 balls, 1 strike. Down in the turf, ball 3. Weston Genavs, right-handed pitcher, studying economics at Pomona Pitzer, and delivers strike 2 to Jack Vandermortel, 85-mile-an-hour slider. In high school, he attended the Buckley School, college prep, played baseball there, and was Rookie of the Year in 2017. Was the Pippins' current pitcher. Vandermortel flares one foul down the right field line. And Weston Genavs, a scholar athlete from 2017 to 2019 in high school. Going into his sophomore year this fall at Pomona Pitzer. And taking the mound in relief for Trevor Cassell here in the bottom of the 8th. Full count to Jack Vandermortel. And a little bit too far inside. Ball 4. Vandermortel walked on the full count to lead off the bottom of the 8th.
Now batting number 14, Pierce Levengood.
Number 14, Pierce Levengood. Standing at 6'3", batting second here in the bottom of the 8th. Takes the first pitch in front of his chest for ball 1. Bats left-handed. Sophomore at Bellevue College. And the 1-0. Foul tip, straight back. For strike 1. One ball, 1 strike, and a glance over to first from Weston Genavs. 1-1. Slider falls in there. Good pitch. At 76 miles an hour. To Pierce Levengood. Walked back in the 4th, and other than that, not doing much. Flew out to right field in the 2nd and grounded out in the 5th. The 1-2. Swung on and flared to center field. Running over, calling for it is Chase Graves. No, it drops in front of him. I don't know if he could read that or what happened there, but Chase Graves had plenty of time to get under that pop up to center field, and not sure what happened there. But it falls in front of him, and a base hit nonetheless for Pierce Levengood. Nice job from Graves to keep it in front of him, but could have retrieved the fly ball no problem, but nonetheless. Nobody out and 2 on for the Bells, bottom of the 8th inning. First pitch outside and away at 74 from Kyle Green. 0 for 3 tonight. A couple of ground outs and a fly out to first base. The 1-0. Down and away this time for ball 2. Two balls, no strikes. Kyle Green taps home plate, now sets with a wide stance. Glance back at the second, and now the fastball delivery in there for strike 1. Later stages of this ball game, Bells trailing the Yakima Pippins 5 runs to 1 in the 3-game series finale here middle of the week. The 2-1 away and outside from the right-handed batting Kyle Green. 3-1 the count now. Tomorrow the Bells will make their way to Wenatchee to face the Apple Sox for their first road trip of the season. And it is a long one, 6 games. 3-1. In there for strike 1. Paints the inside edge of the strike zone. So a full count again, second of the inning for Weston Janavs. Full count, 2 runners on, nobody out. Payoff pitch for Janavs. Cracked to shallow center. Rushing in, Graves drops in front of him, and he thinks about throwing it to home. He does, but putting on the brakes at third is Jack Van Mortal. The bases are loaded here for the Bells in the bottom of the 8th, and the tying run coming up to bat in A.J. Davis. First time the bases have been loaded for the Bells tonight when they need it most. Davis creating some friction with his batting gloves, and now taps the helmet, pumps the fist, getting loose. Came in for Ty Saunders back in the 6th inning, got a base hit, and now swipes home plate with a vertical line. And with the bases loaded, Davis sets. Nobody out, bottom of the 8th. First pitch way high. Davis watches that one sail across his chest for ball 1. Twirls the bat a couple of times and resets. Bases loaded. White batter's gloves. Right-handed batting. Davis watches fastball. Catch the outside edge for strike 1. Davis takes a couple of strides back and performs a couple of shrugs after that one. 1 ball, 1 strike. High and away, ball 2. The reaction from the crowd getting a little louder after every pitch. Double taps home plate. Davis squares. 2 balls, 1 strike. Bases loaded. Nobody out. Swung on to left center field. Going back and at the track is Donald Saltabon Jr. He drops it. Runner comes in from third. That's Van Mortal. And the Bells score their first run of the inning and are within 3. So an error will be charged to Donald Saltabon Jr. I don't know what it is with the outfielders this inning, but earlier Chase Graves in center field had plenty of time to get under one. And it dropped in front of him, and Donald Saltabon Jr. dropping a flare to left center field. And A.J. Davis scoring a run here in the bottom of the 8th. Quick visit from pitching coach for Yakima, Kelly Fitzpatrick. Now he returns to the Yakima dugout.
All right, up to bat, number 15, Riley Parker.
Riley Parker due up. 0 for 3 on the night. Couple of flyouts to first and center field. Bases loaded again. Nobody out. Bottom of the 8th. Parker watches the first pitch. 75 off speed. Catch the upper left quadrant of the zone. 4 strike 1. The 0-1. Swing and a miss in the dirt. Parker really wanting that one. Strike 2, the call. Weston Janavs rushed in case that ball got away from Michael Carpentier Jr. behind the dish. A.J. Davis at first, Kyle Green at second, Pierce Levengood 90 feet away at third. The 0-2. Swing and a miss in the dirt. It gets to the backstop. Levengood comes in, slides across, he's safe. And the Bells score 2 in the bottom of the 8th. They are within 2 runs. And only 1 out.
Now batting, number 23, Josh Trujillo.
So Riley Parker strikes out swinging. But a ball got past Michael Carpentier Jr. And Pierce Levengood, a great jump off of third base, came in to score. First pitch gets away from Carpentier Jr. again, but a big bounce off the cushioned backstop. Gets back to Carpentier Jr. So Josh Trujillo telling Kyle Green to stay put at third base. Jack Vandermortel, Pierce Levengood scoring already in the bottom of the 8th. The 1-0 high and away from the left-handed batting Trujillo. Ball 2. Two balls, no strikes. High and away from Josh Trujillo again. Now he is ahead in the count, 3-0. Josh Trujillo with an RBI single back in the 5th. The 3-0. High and down the middle. Strike 1 now. And I'm sorry, Josh Trujillo got aboard in the 5th with the base hit and was brought home by Zach Berryman, who had the only RBI before this inning. The 3-1. Way high. And Trujillo is walked to first base, which loads the bases again here in the bottom of the 8th. Weston Janavs in trouble as the bases are loaded again for the leadoff man, Luke Rollader. He will be up next. Pitching change coming up as you may have expected for Yakima. When we return, bottom of the 8th. Don't go anywhere. Bases are loaded for Bellingham. When we come back on the Bells Mixler. Registration is now open for the Bellingham Bells Coaches Camp. Join Bells.
The Slow Pitch Sports Grill and Casino has live casino card games in a poker room that features Texas Hold'em and Omaha games. Located in Bellingham, Washington.
Top of the batting order for Bellingham, Luke Rolliter with the bases loaded in the bottom of the 8th. Bells down by 2 runs now. 5-3 is our score. Yakima with the lead. Rolliter takes the first pitch. Fastball down the middle, 82 for strike 1. Pitching change, by the way, to tell you of. Ben Wills is on the mound in the neon green for the Yakima Pippins. Wears number 26, and he's a right-hander from George Fox University. Rolliter pops one up to center field. Calling for it, Chase Graves. I don't know if that's him calling for it or him losing it up in the night sky. But making the grab was Chaz Myers at shortstop for out number 2. Zach Berryman, he's got an RBI single back in the 5th. That brought the Bells within 4. Now the first pitch to Berryman. High and away, ball 1. Right-handed batter. Walked into the 3rd. Couple of groundouts, and again the RBI. Ball 2 called now against Berryman. By the way, Weston Janavs. Strike 1 delivered to Berryman. 81-mile-an-hour slider. Janavs going 29 pitches. 15 balls, 14 strikes. Only 1/3 of an inning. Giving up 2 hits, 2 walks, and only throwing 1 strikeout. As Zach Berryman takes a strike, curveball down the middle, and now a few words for the umpire. And the count is knotted at 2 apiece. Bases loaded for the Bells. They have been all inning, it has seemed. 2 outs now. Bottom of the 8th. Berryman check swing, falls forward while going for it. Safe. Ball 3 called. So now a full count. Bases loaded. Bottom of the 8th inning, 2 outs. Zach Berryman at the plate. Watches that one sail in there for ball 4. And a run is scored off a walk to Zach Berryman. Bells now trail by 1 run. The score is 5-4. And the crowd erupts when they hear Yugo Hamakawa's name at the plate. 2 outs, bases loaded for Hamakawa. Grounds one towards second baseman Spencer Marenko. He's going to go to first and get out number 3. A dangerous throw from Marenko to first as Willie Lajoie had to make a snow cone grab there. Bell almost escaped out of his glove. But out number 3 charged in Yugo's first swing of the bat here in the bottom of the 8th. Bells score 3 runs and get within 1 run. We are going to the top of the 9th. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to what is now a close game on the Bells Mixler Network.
As a local wholesale bakery, Flax for Life is a proud sponsor of the Bellingham Bells. We produce allergy-friendly baked goods that are nutritious and delicious. We offer a variety of yummy treats that include muffins, brownies, cakes, granolas, and our new line of cookies. With flaxseed being the main ingredient in all of our products, you get a tasty treat made from clean ingredients that are loaded with fiber, omega-3s, and healthy protein. You can find us at your favorite local retailers or online at flaxforlife.net. Go Bells!
Silver Sluggers home game. Join the club today at the Bells ticket office and at bellsgear.com. Ryan Beitel still on the mound for the Bellingham Bells. Here, top of the ninth inning now. And the first pitch, ball one, to the Pippins leadoff man, Willie Lajoie. Here in the top of the ninth. 5-4 lead for the Pippins, and Lajoie flares one foul. Caught by the Bells bullpen. Lajoie doubled in the third, singled in the fifth, and a couple of flyouts in the first and sixth. And now a 78-mile-an-hour slider catches Lajoie looking. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Single tap to home plate. Lajoie on the 1-2. Beitel fires a changeup outside. Ball 2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Ryan Beitel kicks, deals, grounder, foul down the right field side, or left field side rather. A.J. Davis, third baseman, scooping it up and giving it back to Ryan Beitel, who exchanges with the home plate umpire. Gets a new baseball. Most of the fans in attendance here sticking around for the ending to this series in tonight's rubber match, and it is a good one. 5 runs to 4. Yakima leading Bellingham. Top of the ninth inning. The 2-2 to Willie Lajoie. Swung on, foul, tipped back into the backstop. Want to thank everybody listening on Mixler right now for sticking around on this late Thursday night. The Bells will hit the road for the first time tomorrow morning, as we said earlier, to Wenatchee, and then 3 games out there, and then 3 more in Port Angeles to follow. Now a grounder towards shortstop Riley Parker. Takes a couple strides to collect and throw over to first, where Pierce Levengood is there for out number 1. Noah Williamson now. Right fielder. And a left hand thrown up by Adam Gieslin to call time as he's making his way out to the mound. Are you a Bells fan?
Great futures start here. Serving 360 kids per day. Supporting academic success. 102,200 meals and snacks served in 2020. Supporting healthy lifestyles. Help us launch great futures by making a gift today at whatcomclubs.org.
Here.com. Top of the ninth inning here at the Hagen Diamond at Joe Martin Field, and the pitching change. Dylan Joyce in his first batter face, nails him with a fastball on the outer portion of his left leg against Noah Williamson. Not a good way to start for Dylan Joyce.
Now batting, number 55, Michael Carpentier Jr.
Ryan Beitel gets one out in the top of the ninth, then is taken out of action by head coach Adam Giesland. Dylan Joyce now, the right-hander, collects the sac bunt, throws it over to first, in time for out number 2. And so Michael Carpentier Jr. drops a bunt down in front of home plate, and Joyce gets the out over to Pierce Levengood. 2 gone, top of the ninth. Runner now on second, that's Noah Williamson. Hamakawa distributing signs to Dylan Joyce, who takes the mound for the Bells. Hamakawa guarding second base, where Noah Williamson stands and is getting a lead off. First pitch now to Donald Saltabon Jr. Gets away, and against the backstop, Noah Williamson trots over to third. Quite easily, I might add. Quick visit to the mound from catcher Kyle Green to Dylan Joyce. Donald Saltabon Jr. walked in the second, hit by a pitch in the fourth. Struck out looking and then grounded out. Twirls the bat. Sits back in his stance and towards the end of the batter's box. And he is tagged. 81 miles an hour from Dylan Joyce on a changeup gets Donald Saltabon Jr. on the left leg at about a knee's height. So 2 batters hit, and Jim Clem is making his way out to the pitcher's mound right now. Try to calm his pitcher down. Dylan Joyce coming in this top of the ninth inning. After Ryan Beitel came in the 7th inning, threw only 1 strikeout, got 1 out here, top of the ninth. So the home plate umpire now on his way to the mound, telling the visit to disperse. Jim Clem, Bell's pitching coach, calmly making his way back to the dugout. 11th year, 11th summer in the dugout of the Bellingham Bells. So now back to action as Chaz Myers, the man at the plate. Dylan Joyce, a left-handed pitcher. No, right-handed, I'm sorry. Standing the opposite direction for a moment. Chaz Myers, now standing in. Been productive tonight. Couple of doubles, and now the first pitch. Inside near the feet. Runner goes from second. And easily stealing is Saltabon Jr. Chaz Myers, the shortstop. Standing in with a wide stance, right foot forward. The pitch. Down the middle, fastball, 89 for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Dylan Joyce. From Dylan Joyce, rather, to Chaz Myers. A couple of taps behind home plate. Twirls the bat a couple of times and now sets for the 1-1. And just beneath the strike zone. Fastball missing at 87 for ball 2. Myers with a couple of steps back. Resets. Takes a deep breath and now stands in for the 2-1. In there for strike 2. Slider catches the outside portion of the plate. And the count is 2-2 with 2 outs. Top of the 9th. Chaz Myers now. Right-handed batter. Squares up for the 2-2. Grounder towards shortstop. Riley Parker there. Goes the third. A.J. Davis. He'll get the tag out against Donald Saltabon Jr. for out number 3. Chris Crustangel with a couple of signs there. He's seemed confused for a moment, but heading back to the Yakima dugout. Bottom of the 9th we go. I believe the Pippins scored a run there before the tagout occurred at third base. So crossing home plate was Noah Williamson. And that's what Coach Chris Crustangel was signaling there to the home plate umpire. So 1 run scored for the Yakima Pippins in the top of the 9th. We will go to the bottom. Bells down by 2 runs when we come back on the Bells Mixler stream. Bellingham Bells Group.
Fresh out of school or looking to change careers? Taylor Driving School offers an affordable road to a high-paying career in truck driving. Weekday and weekend classes are available. And after as little as 4 weeks of instruction, you'll be ready to hit the road. Drivers are in high demand, and with reputable instruction from Taylor Driving School, you'll likely graduate with a job that will have you driving immediately. Financial aid options are available. Find out more online or by calling Taylor Driving School and get started on your new career today.
Registration is now open for the Bellingham Bells Coaches Camp. Join Bells head coach Adam Giesland and assistant coaches Hayden Hastings and David Higuera for an opportunity to learn the great sport of baseball. The pitching, catching, and hitting clinics begin on June 23rd, and the basic skills camp begins July 13th. To register or for more information, call 360-778-7000 or visit bellinghambells.com/community. We are in the bottom of the 9th inning now. Jack Van Mortal leading things off for the Bellingham Bells. And is up in the count, 2-0. No strikes, that is. 2-0, way high into the outside from the right-handed batting Van Mortal. Who also led off the bottom of the 8th inning, where the Bells went through the entire batting lineup, scored 3 runs, and Jack Van Mortal has walked on a 4-0 count to get things started here, bottom of the 9th. And a brief delay here. That's why. J.J. Girardin now pinch hitting. I'm sorry. Hold on a minute. They said J.J. Girardin, and now they said Pierce Levengood. So I'm looking for the number, and it says 14, so it is Pierce Levengood. Bit of a false alarm there from the PA announcement. So it is Pierce Levengood, who takes ball 1 from Ben Wills. And now ball 2 delivered from Ben Wills, and now another visit from pitching coach Kelly Fitzpatrick and catcher Michael Carpentier Jr. Yakima not wanting to risk anything here. Slow walkout from pitching coach Kelly Fitzpatrick, and now the three of them. Pitcher Ben Wills, catcher Carpentier Jr. And Kelly Fitzpatrick now dispersing from the mound. 6 straight balls thrown from Ben Wills, having some trouble with his control here in the bottom of the ninth as a 2-0 count is on the board against Pierce Levengood. One runner on first, that's Jack Van Remortel. Bells down by 2 runs, bottom of the ninth. And a slider at 81 in there for strike 1 against Pierce Levengood, who had a base hit back in the 8th and was walked in the 4th, then a ground out and a fly out. Now he cracks one down the right field side, right to first base, now over to second. The tag out, successful. Pierce Levengood grounds into a double play right at first. Runner took off from first, Jack Van Remortel towards second, and the throw from Willie Lajoie to Spencer Marenko. Successful for 2 outs here, bottom of the ninth. Kyle Green up with 2 outs. First pitch high for ball 1. Kyle Green, right-handed batter, had a base hit last inning with the bases, that loaded the bases for the Bells. Bells scored 3 runs on 2 hits and a walk. Trail by 2 runs with 2 outs, bottom of the ninth. 3-0 the count. No, that one in there for strike 1. Slider at 82. 2 balls, 1 strike is the count to Kyle Green. Nobody on. 2 outs. Now he fouls one directly towards the Bells dugout. Everybody's safe over there, but 2-2 the count now. Two balls, 2 strikes. Kyle Green, right-handed batter, 2 outs. And the curveball in there for strike 3. Yakima wins the game, wins the series. A good breaking curveball from Ben Wills solidifies the Pippins victory here tonight by the score of 6-4. We will take a short break, come back, break down all the numbers for you. Bells had a myriad chances here tonight and were unable to get it done. We'll come back after this short break on your Bells Mixler page. $2 Tuesdays have returned to Bellingham. $2 Tuesdays start Tuesday, June 8th, and are presented by Whatcom Educational Credit Union, also known as WeQ. WeQ members will have access to buy one, get one free general admission and grandstand tickets to all $2 Tuesdays this season. Visit BellinghamBells.com or call 360-527-1035 for your tickets to $2 Tuesdays. Are you looking for a change, a way to pay for college, or learn desired work skills and gain on-the-job experience? Have you ever thought about military service, adventure, and training but don't want to move away from your friends and family? In the Washington Army National Guard, you can serve part-time and stay local while receiving great benefits like medical coverage, retirement savings, paid college tuition, and signing bonuses. Call 360-305-9478 to see if you qualify. Bells fans 60 years of age and older you can join the Bellingham Bells Silver Sluggers. With a membership fee of $20, enjoy one grandstand ticket to 3 home games during the 2021 season. Membership also includes a special giveaway item and a coupon for a fountain drink at each Silver Sluggers home game. Join the club today at the Bells ticket office and at bellsgear.com. Are you a Bells fan age 0 to 12? Then you can join the Bellingham Bells reading program presented by Coconut Kenny's. Fill out your book reading scorecard and earn tremendous prizes from the Bells and Coconut Kenny's. Act fast. The reading program ends July 31st, and you can sign up at any Coconut Kenny's location. Have fun and go Bells! Hey Bells fans, Ryan Carlson here. Gear up with all of the latest and greatest Bellingham Bells merch for the 2021 Bells season. Brand new hats, shirts, hoodies, and more are available at bellsgear.com. See you at the ballpark. Go Bells! Bellingham, your Bells have returned for the 2021 season. With COVID-19 safety precautions in place, come enjoy your favorite ballpark foods and chase down a foul ball on the outfield grass. General admission seats are available for $8 and grandstand tickets available for $12. Get your tickets now at bellinghambells.com.
Hi, I'm Luke Rollator, outfielder from the Bellingham Bells, and you're listening to the Bells Radio Network.
Calling all youth baseball fans. Join the Dingers Club today. Memberships include exclusive autograph opportunities, a prize from Port of Subs, a Color Me Dinger magnet, and an autograph booklet that you can fill up with your favorite Bellingham Bells. Learn more at bellsgear.com. Bellingham Bells group ticket options are available now. Invite your friends, invite your family, invite your coworkers, and come enjoy a Bells baseball game at Joe Martin Field. Group packages include tickets to a Bells game, exclusive seating spaces, food before first pitch, and a PA welcome to the ballpark. To book your group outing, visit bellinghambells.com or call 360-527-1035. Come try your luck at Slow Pitch Casino. Pit games include blackjack and pie gow. Live poker action including Omaha and low to no limit hold'em games. Slow Pitch has it all with 20 HD TVs, a huge pull-tab bar, and happy hour 4 to 6 p.m. daily with food and drink specials only at Slow Pitch Casino. Located right off I-5 at Meridian and Baker Street. Have fun and go Bells! Registration is now open for the Bellingham Bells Coaches Camp. Join Bells head coach Adam Giesland and assistant coaches Hayden Hastings and David Higuera for an opportunity to learn the great sport of baseball. The pitching, catching, and hitting clinics begin on June 23rd, and the basic skills camp begins July 13th. To register or for more information, call 360-778-7000 or visit bellinghambells.com/community. Bells fans, there are only 2 firework nights on the 2021 summer schedule. The first on July 3rd, presented by Hoagland Pharmacy, and the second on July 23rd, presented by Whatcom Educational Credit Union. Snag your tickets and get a look at the Bells' entire promotional schedule at bellinghambells.com. $2 Tuesdays have returned to Bellingham. $2 Tuesdays start Tuesday, June 8th, and are presented by Whatcom Educational Credit Union, also known as WeQ.